Okay, how's everybody doing? I just want to make a quick video and show this 1964 square top CSS 64FSS, I believe. FS rather, Coke machine I picked up. Like I said, it's 1964. I'm not really a vending machine guy, but I really love the look of this, the design of it. I'm a designer, so I notice I love all the little 60s things happening on this particular thing. I was planning on putting this in my basement and not even keeping it plugged in, just using it kind of as sort of a showpiece. But you know, I did plug it in. It does work. I just loaded it up with some bottles of Coke in there, you can see. But since I don't know a lot about these, and the ones that I have seen online are really, that are this model are really rough. This one actually looks to be in pretty good shape, considering it's over 50 years old. I just want to get everybody's opinions on it, and maybe get some more information on it, in case some of you vending machine guys out there know anything about these. The guy I bought it off of, his brother was the one selling it. Said he was an his brother was an HVAC guy, and he said he replaced the motor in it. I don't know what that means, if he meant a fan motor, a compressor. But it does seem to be getting cold. I plugged it in. It took maybe 15 minutes to get down to for the compressor to turn off on the first cycle. And now it seems like it's coming on, and the compressor's running about, it'll sit for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then the compressor will turn on and run for about 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know if that's a good cycle time on a piece of equipment like this. You know, the gaskets and whatnot, I'll open up the inside here in a second. There's a coin mechanism. This all looks pretty clean. I gave it a pretty good cleaning when I got it home. Everything seems really clean on it, again, for being 50 years old. I doubt it was anybody would have done a restoration on it, because from what I understand, these square tops weren't that desirable. So I can't really see, and they're not that expensive, so I can't really see somebody putting a lot of money into doing a heavy restoration on it. So again, which makes me a little surprised by the overall condition. I'm gonna unlock this as I'm talking. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Take a look at the inside here. It is a little banged up on the frame. You know, it's got some bends in it. Here's the interior of it. Those Cokes are getting cold now. It is pretty cold in here. It feels cold. It sounds like everything's blowing. I can feel air moving around. This thing right here, this LED strand of lights, I think the guy added that. I did plug it in. It does work, but I think it kind of detracts from the look of it, so I'm just going to leave it there and unplugged. So there's the internals of it. The pan looks pretty. A little bit of rust on it. I don't see any holes in it necessarily. You guys see anything that is alarming or noteworthy? Leave a comment, leave me some feedback. Go around, take a look at the back. I don't know if anybody can see that. Again, it's set on 4. It's running about 8 to 10 minutes off, and about a 2 or 3 minute cycle to clean things up, or to cool it back off. I'll close this up and go around the back. Show the compressor. Again, gaskets all seem to be there. I don't know if they're sealing real well. If there was a gasket missing, I guess I wouldn't really know. With some unusual stuff right there, and down here, I'm not sure what was going on. What was going on there? It looks like the It has all the original graphics on the side. These are all the, shut it up here. All these are those aren't decals, those are screen printed on to the metal. Get down here and take a picture of the come back around, you can see the back. I'll go down there. Here's the compressor. Hopefully you can see that. It is running right now. It's a little noisy. Probably not, like I said, this is something I'm going to ultimately try to get down the basement steps and keep in the basement as sort of a showpiece. I'm not going to actually try to run it. But again, like I said, I know it's about 50 years old. The quality, the condition of it seemed pretty decent to me. I'm curious to see if these Cokes cool down and, you know, they maintain temperature. So if anybody has anything to say about this or comment on the overall condition, does it look like it's in decent condition for what, you know, for its age? I'd just be real curious to kind of know some more about it. So if you have anything to say, oh, and it does work. All the coin mechanism, the return, all that does work. The gates lock up until you actually put the dime in right there. Works real well. So love to hear any feedback or get any information on it. So thank you.